Hilariously enough, this information came out, and it's not at all surprising. But it shows you certainly how media works, journalism works as well now, and certainly recently, and how it basically amounts to a bunch of activism. That's it. It's just activism. It's these guys are not in the business of reporting shit honestly. They're in the business of whatever angle that it is that they have and whatever that they want to present that let's say favors them. That's what they're presenting, and that happens to people on different sides of different aisles. But here's a big time example of it. I don't know how to say her last name. Katie Couric admits that she edited our Ruth Bader Ginsburg interview to hide Justice's negative opinion of the national anthem kneelers. I don't think people understand how fucking big of a deal that is. This person just flat out admitted that she lied, either by omission or directly. In her new book, Katie admits she edited a 2016 interview with RBG to suppress the Supreme Court's justice feelings about people who kneel in a protest to the national anthem. The former Today anchor reveals in her memoir, Going There, which releases in October 26, that Ginsburg told her athletes who kneel during the national anthem are showing contempt for a government that has made it possible for their parents and grandparents to live a decent life. I obviously disagree with that wholeheartedly. The government ain't done a goddamn thing. It's just intruded upon people's quality of life by its mere existence. And that's what it's historically done. Definitely when you consider this country. A lot of people like to give the government credit for stopping their act of aggression. So they do something. Let's say they like mandate or sanction or endorse slavery or something like that. And then they no longer do it. People pat the government on the back as if, hey, good job. You really liberated these people. It's like, wait a minute, you were the motherfuckers doing the shit in the first place. Why would I give props to a institution used aggression? Why would I give them props for stopping? That was always the default, you know? The former Today Show anchor reveals in that memoir that, of course, she just flat out adjusted it. She says she removed the comments from the interview because she feared the then 83-year-old justice was elderly. Oh, my God. I'm surprised they ain't throw her ass under the bus and probably didn't fully understand the question. No, she understood the question. She just came to Couric did, however, include Ginsburg's statement the anthem protests were dumb and disrespectful. So basically, I'm going to tell you exactly what happened. And I remember hearing about that, about, Ruth kind of saying she wasn't basically the most fond of them doing that. What happened is Ruth was heralded as their hero. And what she did was echo the same sentiment that a lot of the conservatives were saying. Like almost verbatim about be it we did this for you. Again, albeit maybe a wrongful statement. But it was a lot of people that were on the other side of the aisle. And so what she didn't want to do was prevent Ruth as if she was echoing the same sentiment as the people that they find generally as their adversaries. That's all this was. Now, you look at someone doing that, like doing this shit with a Supreme Court justice. Could you imagine all the other shit that they've doctored, slightly edited, again, lying by way of omission? Sometimes it's not a flat out lie like you changed what it is that they said, though they do that as well. Quite often it's just by merely omitting that information to really truthfully give context to the situation. Definitely if it meets a conclusion that you didn't want it to meet. And that's what we deal with. That's journalism. This is why I said that as far as I'm concerned, I will put drug dealing and prostitution as far more honorable and respectable jobs, careers, in comparison to journalists. Journalists are at the fucking bottom of the goddamn barrel. like, this last year is showing you this. They are at the bottom of the fucking barrel. No honor, no respect. They don't have that even for themselves. As you have a bunch of activists who will go around pretending to be reporters, omitting information that may conflict with their individual beliefs. Reporting what used to be an honorable job. Journalism used to be an honorable job. People put their fucking lives on the line to be journalists. To get a story, to get the true information, knowing that the government's lying to them. You look at all this COVID shit. If we had actual journalism, we would have been the jig would have been up. It would have been up a long time ago, right? You only have, unfortunately, a couple of local guys like a Fox Orlando or some shit who go actually ask questions, right? They see that 100% of the daily deaths were all positive cases, and that doesn't seem to make sense. So they go ask, and then you come to find out, oh, well, it was a data dump. We fucked up here. We classified a motorcycle accident as a COVID death. You know, that's the type of stuff that gets uncovered when you're actually being a journalist. But that's not what we have in this country. We have activists who have infiltrated that as a career, and that's all that are being propped up are those activists, and they are simply covering stories that come to the conclusion that they want it to, and they will omit it in the event that it is not. It's period. This is just another example of exactly that. If they're doing it with the Supreme Court justice, what the fuck else they doing it for? You just watched a clip from my podcast, For Canon's Sake. Catch us live at 12 p.m. throughout the week over at youtube.com/YoungRipper59 and follow us over at odyssey.com/@YoungRipper59. If you want to watch the entire video cast after the show is over, just be sure to become a member on the YouTube channel. Of course, the full audio portion of the podcast is available for free on all major digital platforms, or just visit forcanonsake.com.